Hello everyone, welcome back to Dragon Age 2. So, yesterday I finished the first act of the game, I think. We went into the deep roads and found some dodgy-ass lyrium idol thingy. And now we need to go find our companions again, because it's been 3 years and they've all returned to the exact same places we found them.
Good day, Sarah.
We'll need to give them answers by tomorrow, Captain.
I'll have them. Dismissed.
The Seneschal was particularly vocal.
Dismissed. You'd think the Captain of the Guard could requisition a Templar or two, but no, that would be demeaning. Can't have them working for the people when eternity needs a nanny.
You had to know cleaning up this mess would be difficult.
It's not the challenge, it's the unending part. And really, I blame you. You poured money into a pot that was already full. Everything has shifted. Good job validating the fears of every anti-Ferelden and Kirkwall.
I didn't realize I was making it worse by getting ahead.
I'm just harassing you. Although you are a bit like the center of a hurricane. You've changed fortunes for many people, not always for the better.
Well, they got the Slave Bazaar of our house, that's a plus.
After the last captain, you couldn't have expected this to be easy.
At least I had the guards on my side. Once they understood, they rallied. And those who didn't weren't fit to hold the crest. Stack friends against the enemies. I don't know if I came out ahead, but it's for the better.
Sounds like you're spreading yourself pretty thin.
There are a lot of people in my charge. Someone has to look out for them.
You guard the guardsmen.
I don't turn people loose like Jevon. There's additional training, doubled patrols. Costs are up, but I've halved injuries. I'll take it and argue with Seneschal Bran later.
Grouse all you want, but the Aveline I know doesn't regret a second as captain.
They'd have to drag me out of here. And I'm sure some are lining up to try. You among them, I bet. Haven't had much time to follow you around. Not that I need to. I can trust that you at least try to do right. I'm with you if you need me, Hawk. Just say the word.
Alright. That's one down. We just need to go find everyone else.
Oh, there you are.
Oh, that's you.
I've been looking everywhere for you, Messiah. If only you humans didn't all look the same.
I was called to the keep on important business, Bodan.
Yes, I was hoping to catch you before you arrived. There's a gentleman waiting at the mansion. He insists on seeing you. He says his name is Dougal. Your mother thought it wise, I tell you, Messiah.
I paid Dougal years ago. Why would he be back now?
He wouldn't tell me, I'm afraid. He refused to come back another day, even after I told him repeatedly that I didn't know when you would return. He doesn't really seem like the most reputable sort, I'm afraid, even for a dwarf.
You left him alone in the mansion with Mother?
My boy Sandal is with her. But, you make a good point. I'll run back right away. Before I go, may I simply say how grateful I am that you've allowed my boy to stay in your home. I said I would repay you for saving Sandal's life, and I shall serve you faithfully. It is good to know he is safe.
I didn't ask you to be my manservant, Bodan.
But I owe you a debt, and after what happened in the deep roads, I have no other way to repay you. I'll leave you to your business. Don't forget about your
Popping into
guest.
existence.
Your mother claims he was eyeing the silverware.
Yeah, great. More running around the city. Hooray. Was it different now? It's been 3 years.
Quiet day in Hightown. Just the way I like it.
And some lovely frames to go with it.
Oh, there's been so much trouble in Kirkwall of
It's the
late.
Hawk Estate. Are we fancy? Nah, first I need to go find my boy. Fenris.
So the Seneschal's tax collector won't be coming around again like you asked. Funny story.
I'll pass, but thank you for the help.
Spoil sport. Why you want to squat up here in Hightown is beyond me.
I like the view.
So do I.
3 years. There's still no sign of Denarius. I'm beginning to wonder if he's finally given up.
This is his mansion, isn't it? He must know you're here.
Would you be surprised to learn that it isn't, in fact, his mansion? It belongs to a Tevinter merchant, one who has evidently given up on the place. Perhaps he is dead. Perhaps Denarius killed him. Either way, if Denarius is aware of my presence, he has done nothing.
Isn't this what you wanted?
Yes, but... Tell me, what do you do when you stop running?
You start over. Isn't that what you want?
I don't know how. My first memory is receiving these markings. The lyrium being branded into my flesh. The agony wiped away everything. Whatever life I had before I became a slave, it's lost. I shouldn't trouble you with this. My problems are not yours.
I might be able to help with your problems. Or give you a few more.
More problems than you normally do, I assume. You're a handsome man, Hawk.
Ooh.
Is there no one else who has your... attention?
I didn't quite catch that first part.
I don't need to repeat the obvious, I'm certain. I'm an escaped slave and an elf, living in a borrowed mansion. None of those things bother you.
Why do you think that would bother me?
You are not most people, clearly. You raise an interesting point. I'll have to consider it.
Oh, he's cute. He's no Alistair, but he is cute. I will admit that. Oh, we can have party members. That would have been good to know. Come on, team, let's go. And we all have levels. Huh? Oh, she has more points. Ooh. attributes. You could do with some more health.
There are still many refugees that need help. Don't you?
Jeez.
Feels good to be captain of the guard, yes?
No, I will not change the patrols around your mansion again. There's already been too many questions.
You wound my pride with such accusations.
But you were going to ask.
Eventually.
I'll look at the roster and see what I can do.
That was a well-timed drop. Hardcore string instrument.
I'm sorry.
I'm not the one you wronged.
I thought it would end here. Young Master Hawk destroyed Flint Company. None remain. Yet, now that I know who sent them, it's harder to see their deaths as justice.
Death is never justice.
My... Hawk? We were just talking about you.
Carry on. I love to eavesdrop.
I'd rather talk directly, if you don't mind. I've learned who hired Flint Company. The Harrimans, a noble family of Kirkwall. They were my parents' allies. It's hard to believe they betrayed us like this.
Tell me about this family.
Lord Harriman used to be a good man, but he became rather strange in his dotage. He died some years back. His daughter took over the family, Lady Johanne Harriman. They say she's become quite reclusive of late.
Any idea why they turned on you?
Money? Power? It's hard to say. Lady Harriman was always jealous of my family for being royalty when hers were mere nobility. But I can't imagine that pushing her into outright murder.
Is there any peaceful way to resolve this?
If you treat the Harrimans like those mercenaries, you could start a war. Go carefully, Sebastian.
I must speak with Lady Harriman and find out what drove her to this madness. But I am the last of my line. I should not go alone and make myself a target.
If I'm standing beside you, that should make her think twice.
Again, your interest in my plight humbles me. If you like, I can travel with you until you confront Lady Harriman. Otherwise, you can always find me here in the Chantry.
Ah, so we have recruited Tim, I guess. Okay, well, we'll not do that yet, because I'd rather keep my dream team, but... Okay, where's everyone else hanging out? Next stop, Lowtown.
All right, I'm just going to say it. Fenris, you need to present yourself better.
What are you talking about?
You're squatting in Hightown. I sympathize with your claims, but your neighbors have influence.
My claims?
To the estate. Rightfully stolen isn't exactly something I can forward to the Viscount. Be more discreet about... yourself.
I shall endeavor to exist with less offense.
I like how, out of the entire cast of this game, Fenris is the only one with sass. Like, come on. Oops. Apparently holding down right click while not moving is droid swords. Don't know how that works, but okay. Get your swords away, douche.
So he comes down wearing nothing but his boots.
Isabella, you look well.
Are you talking about the flush on my cheeks? It must be the whiskey. Do you remember the relic I told you about? The one I need to find? I've been following a lead. I'm so close I can taste it.
Isn't that what you said last time?
Oh, you mean when I went digging for that stash?
Yes, that turned out to contain several badly written poems and an old boot.
It could have contained the relic. I just thought I'd let you know that I may soon be taking you up on that offer of help.
You can count on me.
Thanks. I appreciate it. If I learn anything new, you'll be the first to hear about it.
Cold hard friend zone.
Fenris, did you consider my offer for you to train the guard into Vinter fighting techniques? I've heard nothing.
My abilities were inflicted, not taught. I will not pass that on.
Some good should come of them.
No.
No.
Just tell me if you hear more rumblings from the coterie about protection. Blondie's got enough trouble. Let me ask you something, Hawk. You made it into Hightown. I'd expect anyone else to get complacent, but you must have plans.
No plans yet. I'm simply trying to look out for my mother.
After everything that happened with Bethany, that's probably good thinking. To be honest, I thought there might be a chance you'd want to go back to Ferelden now that things have calmed down. It's good to hear you're sticking around.
Kirkwall needs me.
If nothing else, you give this town respectability, my friend. So, we've got a whole city-state full of trouble to get into. Shall we get started?
Darktown to find Anders. Don't think it would be a memory issue, but I guess we'll see.
No, we don't never get sick.
This is the only place in Kirkwall I feel safe. Don't come running to me next time you pick up one of these diseases.
Isn't that the point of magic?
Isabella can teleport.
I don't want to know.
Things just keep getting worse. I had Templars practically on my doorstep the other night.
The Templars are hunting you.
Not me specifically. They were just checking the refugee camps. But it's not like this place is a secret. It's only a matter of time.
We haven't talked much recently. How have you been?
Good. I just love what Knight Commander Meredith's done with the place. The curfews, the midnight raids on mages' families. Everyone I know forced into hiding so they won't be made tranquil.
Is that making it harder for you, with justice?
In the Fade, there is no time. Emotion rules everything. Justice doesn't know how to sit idle until the right moment to strike. And I can't say I have any greater patience. I fear what my anger has made of my friend.
You chose to merge with him. Only you can make it work.
I am trying. I have not attacked the Templars openly. I've helped the mages here as best I can, but this impasse cannot last. One day, everyone in Kirkwall will have to choose a side.
Foreshadowing? I don't know. Who else? Meryl and Sebastian. Ooh, didn't see that.
You should have lived in Tevinter. You'd be happier there.
You're probably right.
There, your magic would be a mark of honor. Apprentice to the right magister, you would do well.
Is there a downside?
Only if you're bothered by owning a few slaves and performing the occasional blood ritual.
So they all do those things?
Just the ones who don't complain about how powerless and persecuted they are.
Nothing.
Meryl.
You're glaring, Anders. Is there a reason, or is it one of your moods?
Your term as captain hasn't been particularly mage-friendly.
I've only turned a handful over to the Templars.
Every despot starts somewhere.
And yet I allow an abomination to whine at me. Credit where it's due.
Have you heard from your sister? Is she settling in all right with the Circle?
I thought you and Bethany didn't get along. Why are you worrying over her?
I'd be terrified in her shoes. Surrounded by strangers. Watched all the time. We didn't always agree, but she's a sweet girl. I would never wish that fate on anyone.
Our mother checks on her frequently. She seems to be adjusting.
Maybe it's nice for her to finally live without hiding. She's strong. If anyone can get through this, she can. Don't blame yourself.
If I'd gotten home sooner, she might still be free.
Once the Templars knew, nothing you could have done would have saved her. Things will be all right. Somehow.
Alright. Therapy session with Meryl done. And we need to... Hold on. Well, we should probably do some of this DLC as well. So it's just Sebastian, I think. Should check these shops. Oh, guess this one doesn't exist anymore.
them up.
So you're two people. Anders and Justice.
That's not strictly accurate.
But you are of two minds.
Many people are.
Now you're the one not being accurate.
I thought those were the rules of this game.
I never know who I'm talking to with you.
That it's fortunate it doesn't occur often.
That's probably good. Come on, where's the rogue? Ooh. Where's the rogue apparel? Backpack?
Surely an adventurer has need of a good tailor.
Hello, who are you?
You! This is your fault!
What?
You and that blighter, Varric Tethras. You'll be the end of my boys.
I don't even know who you are.
Yevon, member in good standing of the Dwarven Merchants Guild. Not that it really matters to people like you.
Whatever you think I did, I can fix it.
My sons are lost in the deep roads because of stories about you. Your sodding glory and treasure.
Don't you dare blame him. We both know this was Iwan's doing.
If you want to keep your job, shut your mouth, woman.
Your boys are grown men. It was their own decision.
What exactly were they trying to do?
It may be my fault, Monsieur. I've told them all the stories about you.
Tell them all stories
You're the
about
only
you.
one who knows where they went.
Perfect
They were following
English.
the path of your expedition. Please help me find them. Don't let my boys die down there.
Your sons made an expedition into the deep roads. Did anyone go with them?
They went alone, the fools. Just my 3 boys against every darkspawn in the deep roads.
Iwan is Yevon's middle son. The whole thing was his idea. Emrys and Merrin were just following his lead. The greedy bastard didn't want to hire anyone else if it meant he had to share the spoils.
Sounds familiar.
I thought coming to the surface meant I would never have to face losing my sons to the darkspawn.
Sounds like you're none too fond of Iwan, dearer.
He's always been such a greedy thing, even as a boy.
Stop talking about my son like that.
He thinks he'll get rich quick off this expedition. He talked that fool Emrys and poor Merrin into going.
Tell me about Emrys.
He's the oldest, but Iwan's been bossing him around since he learned to talk. Man's near 30 and has no backbone whatsoever.
His mother's death hit him hard, but he shouldn't be looking to his brothers for guidance.
What about the other one? Merrin?
Merrin's a dear, sweet lad. Raised him myself since the day his mum died. He's the one who liked the stories best. He wanted to be a hero, though, not just rich. He craved adventure.
Adventure will get a dwarf killed. That boy needs to settle down and learn a trade. Play it safe.
I'll do everything in my power to bring your sons home.
I should approve, but it seems like I save a lot of fools from themselves.
Thank you, Messer. Those boys are my life. They entered the deep roads using the same passage you did. Please find them. I will see you rewarded for your efforts.
Okay, sure. Just gotta go back into the deep roads and kill 59 more dragons. Hold on. I need to... I need to change my party. It annoys me there's no, like, party camp. Everything just feels so far apart. Like, you can't get to know people. Maybe that's why all the banter is so boring. They haven't known each other, got to know each other enough to rib each other constantly. Swap out Evelyn for Sebastian.
Were you ever dedicated in the faith of the Chantry?
I have no memory of my childhood. Denarius had no desire to teach his slaves anything that made them think they're worthy beings.
I'm sorry. I can't imagine how difficult your life has been.
No, you can't.
Whether you were taught it or not, the Maker has room at his side for every soul, even yours.
It's a nice thought, but...
Good day.
I'm just gonna stop right there.
I don't wander around Hightown much. I sort of stick out.
The one good party banter, and I get it off camera. So annoying. Basically, Anders sassed Sebastian quite heavily.
That's strange. The door's wide open, and not a single guard posted. This is not the Lady Harriman I remember.
Everyone lives in ghost mansions in this game, that's just kind of a given.
More! You lazy son of a bitch! What's taking so long?
Flora?
Why does no one in this house care what I want? More wine, or I swear I will drown you in the dregs.
She doesn't even see us. This is no normal wine.
What, did someone spike it with lyrium or something? Because that would not be very good. Wait, that's where I just came from. Hold on, what?
More logs. It must be molten. You, more coins. I want every scrap of gold in this house.
Please, Monsieur!
There's nothing to fear. You'll be beautiful. Pour it over her.
Don't! You'll kill her! He can't hear me.
Hello, Mr. Deformed Face.
Perhaps I should be the one.
We must end this madness.
So, everyone in this house drank fucked up wine, and now they're all gone insane.
I visited this house often as a child. They could not have concealed such goings on.
So this is recent. Is that it? Oh wait, that's where we want to go. Out of my way, you people. This would be quite a pleasant place to live. under normal circumstances. The map says there's a doorway here. What a liar. Oh,
Lower.
Jesus! Oh.
Lower. I beg your pardon, Hawk. I did not mean to expose you to such things.
No. The feather. Use the feather.
I'm just gonna...
Been all my life. Today, I am more than a man. Come, felicitate me.
Why? No.
He has no idea we're here. I've known Ruxton Harriman my whole life. He's a complete prude.
Where's your brother?
Oh, no.
Let's ask him to join us.
Hands in front of screen. Jesus Christ. That was too much for my ace brain to handle. "11th day of Harvestmere. What can be happening? First father, now Brett. I can't talk to either of them anymore. I don't know what they're drinking, but they're lost in their own little worlds. My mother doesn't care. Should she even be here? All she talks about is Starkhaven and marrying me off to that idiot Goran Vale. What madness has come over this place? Let's just...
All set.
Let's just get out of here. Jeez. Yeah, you know in Origins, after that scene with Alistair, and I was like, there's a threshold for how much I could take. That was too much. Oh, there's a diary here? 10th day of Harvestmere. Father is behaving so oddly. Today he pinched my buttocks. What a fucker. It was reached around the table and I can't imagine what would make him do such a thing. And to the servant girls as well. Some of the things he says would truly make a sailor blush. I told the maids to lock up the wine, but it hasn't made any difference so far. I'm going to the chantry tonight to pray for him. Okay, so the question is, has this wine affected her? I don't...
Turn back. There is nothing here for you.
Odd. When we watched you being a drunken arse, you ignored us completely.
You shall not enter.
You shall not pass. Oh. What? Oh, great. Demons. Always the damn demons. Oops.
Demons. Temptresses. We must see what greater evil they were protecting.
Let's go. Well, this isn't terrifying at all.
A ruin, so close to Hightown. I remember no such thing. In the shadows, more of them.
Where'd it go? There. Oh shit, I'm about to die! There's one thing I'm bad at in this game, it's keeping an eye on health bars. Wait, Anders, what happened to all your powers? Oh wait, that's they look identical. The things look literally the same. Great, that did not work as intended. Alright, give me all your money, dead bodies. I want it. Okay, that's the way on, so let's not go that way. This game is starting to grow on me, now it's gone slightly more interesting. Act 1 was a bit of a slog. All the wrong buttons. Yeah, you know that thing where you put your hand on the keyboard and then your fingers are on ESDF instead of WSAD? Yeah, that's what I just did. things are so much easier to kill in this than they were in Origins. God, I remember that first one in the Brazilian forest. That was an absolute nightmare. That's a lot of bones. Big hallway.
Starkhaven will not submit. I put that idiot Goran Vale into the prince's seat, but the other families won't heed him. I must marry him to Flora and solidify our hold. But I need more power.
I've given you much. Your desires run deep. You've already traded your husband and your children. What more can you offer?
What bargain have you made?
Who is this? Who are you? How did you get here? Sebastian!
You were my mother's friend. How could you murder her?
Such an ugly word. I prefer remove the only obstacle between her and her dreams.
This was your idea.
No shit, it's a desire demon.
Such desires if I wished, but it's far easier to nurture those that already exist. The desire for power is easy to find. You and your friend both possess it, do you not? You both wish to rise.
I will hear no more from you!
I'm stunned. Ah! Damn it, demons. Fenris, help me out. Oh, we have to kill her.
Let us return to the Chantry. I must pray for Lady Harriman's soul.
That's really good. And those are both worse. Okay, never mind. Let's be out of here.
Let us return to the Chantry. I must pray for
You
Lady...
literally just said...
Sebastian, I am so sorry is such an inadequate word. When I think what Mother made us do, what those creatures made us do.
We were friends, Flora.
It was like a cloud came down on me. All I could feel or think was what the demon allowed.
Did your mother order the attack on Sebastian's family?
She did. You know Mother, Sebastian. She was always jealous of your parents. The demon twisted that until it was all she could think of. She was determined to seize Starkhaven for herself.
Was your mother a mage? How did she find this demon?
We've never had magic in our line. Perhaps that made Mother too confident. She thought she could deal with the demon and not fall prey to it.
Right. It is demons who should be feared, not mages.
Those ruins there were unearthed when we expanded the house. Mother found the demon inside. I think she had signed her bargain before we even knew.
Don't blame your mother. The Desire Demon made this happen.
I doubt many people will be so forgiving. If it takes every last coin my family owns, I will make reparations to everyone we've wronged. Starting with you, Sebastian. We weren't the only ones vying for Starkhaven. If you face more opposition, you have my support.
It will not make up for what happened.
No, that's true.
I'll tell you when I need you.
Alright. That's over. Now I just need to try and get that image out of my head. First day of harvest year, Mother finally began her expansion to the estate today. She brought in 24 men from the Empyrean who I'm sure were slaves, and they've been excavating the hillside behind the house. The dirt is awful, and the noise. Must they shatter every rock in Kirkwall? It's been quiet since lunch though, and Mother is behaving very strangely. She's now talking about stopping the expansion, just like that, with no explanation. She never tells me anything. Well, now we know why. What was up with the wine, though? That is not helping. Oh, come on, this place is a maze. So fucking confused. How the hell do we get out? But that just leads back where we were. And there are no stairs here. What the hell? And this door doesn't open. Are we just stuck? Unless we... Wow, aren't I a smart person? But seriously though, that map is so fucking confusing. Starkhaven longbow. Do I just... God, his and Anders' portraits look so similar. Special items. Ooh. How do I do that? I don't... Bear with. Oh, we have to speak to him. Nice of the game to actually tell me that.
You seem very angry.
And here I thought the Chantry was against mind reading.
Did something happen to you in the Circle? I understand there were problems in Ferelden.
Are you saying a mage can only be unhappy in the Circle if demons are involved?
No, it's not about Aldred. It's not about being beaten or raped by a Templar. That does happen, but I've been fortunate. It's a larger principle. The freedom every man, woman and child born in Thedas have as a natural right.
You were given to the Circle. I was given to the Chantry. Hawk was driven away from home by the Darkspawn. None of us are free.
There are still many refugees that need help.
Hi.
I had hoped prayer might cleanse me of the Desire Demon's touch, but I still hear her voice so clearly. I feel like I've bathed in filth that will never come off.
You acted honorably. Why are you ashamed?
The demon didn't lie. I used to be bitterly jealous of my brother. I wanted to be prince. Now everything he had is mine. And he lies in ashes. I keep asking myself, do I want this because it's right? Or simply to have what I never thought I could?
Aren't you your parents' heir?
I'm the youngest son of 3. My parents were rather traditional. They wanted the heir and the spare, and I was left in the cold. They put me in the Chantry to prevent my competing with my brothers.
You seem very dedicated to the Chantry. You were put there against your will.
At first. But it was the best thing that could have happened. I was a wild boy, a shame to my family. The Chantry made me a man. It's odd. When I wanted to rule, I would have been terrible at it. Now that I might be decent, I don't know if it's the right thing to do.
It's the wisdom not to want power that lets you use it wisely.
You didn't feel what that demon stirred in me. It cannot be right to lead any army to Starkhaven with such doubt in my heart. I owe you more than I can say, Hawk. I will offer my service to you here before I move on.
If you want to help me, do it because we're friends. There's no debt between us.
You have a good soul, Hawk. It was truly the Maker who led you to me.
Okay.
I think this is yours.
My grandfather's bow, but where did you get it?
Did you not see it lying
One
on
of the
floor?
Flint Company mercenaries had it.
Thank you. It's hard to mourn the loss of a thing while my family lies dead. But I did think of it.
What's the story behind that bow?
As the youngest son, it was my place to lead Starkhaven's militia. But I never had a talent for swordplay. Too much getting hit. My grandfather said the bow is the wise man's weapon. You can defend your city without opening its gates. Grandfather said the day I could pull the string on his bow, it would be mine.
Then why didn't you have it with you?
I was 13 when my grandfather made me that promise. I would rise at dawn to practice my shots until I could hit the eye slit of a helmet from the top of the ramparts. But my parents pledged me to the Chantry before I could show him.
Were you and your grandfather close?
He was a man of the world, Prince of Starkhaven. But he had the most unshakable faith in the Maker. When my parents threatened to pledge me to the Chantry, he told me he'd gladly trade his title for a life of contemplation. The Maker ordained a place for each of us, I remember him saying. We have only to serve.
I'm sorry I never got a chance to meet them, to save them.
I know. You're a true friend, Hawk. You brought me this to remember and honor them. But if I could bring back our lowest servant by snapping it in half, I'd do it without regrets.
Why is there such an ominous noise in here? Right.
Is there something you want, Anders?
You really don't have the temperament for a slave.
Is that a compliment or an insult?
I'm just wondering how your master didn't kill you.
How have the Templars not killed you?
I'm charming.
True. Hold on, I don't want to bring Sebastian. Sorry, Sebastian, but I don't. Let's go look for that guy's sons then. Huh? Oh shit.
Hunters.
Stop right there! You are in possession of stolen property. Back away from the slave now and you'll be spared.
Fuck off.
Fenris is a free man!
I won't repeat myself. Back away from the slave now!
I am not your slave!
These guys can teleport, apparently. Put my hands on the wrong part of the keyboard again. Oh, Jesus.
Well done, everyone.
I'll deal with it!
You don't see me before anyone else.
Where is he?
Please, don't kill me.
No, do.
Tell me.
I don't know. I don't know, I swear. Adriana brought us. She's at the holding caves north of the city. I can show you the way.
No need. I know which ones you speak of.
Then let me go. I beg you. I swear
You chose the wrong master.
Kill him. Good man.
Adriana. I was a fool to think I was free. They'll never let me be.
This is someone you know?
My old master's apprentice. I remember her well. A sniveling social climber that would sell her own children if she thought it would please Daenerys. If she's here, it's at his bidding. He knew he wouldn't let this go.
They need to be stopped before this goes any further.
The holding caves held slaves in the old times, but apparently they are no longer abandoned. We must go quickly, before Hadriana has a chance to prepare, or flee.
It was their battle that makes her skilled.
Then we need to go. Check we left nothing, and let's be off. I'm just going to check something. No. Oh, I hate the internet. there. Oh, damn it.
Do it.
We must be careful. There were many such holdings once, especially in the mountains where individual slavers kept private pens. They were designed to protect against raids by fellow slavers. No doubt it's why Hadriana chose this place.
Do slavers attack each other often?
They did. What better way to find slaves than to steal them? The holdings outside of Tevinter have mostly been abandoned, but they still exist.
Hadriana won't escape us.
Let's hope this isn't a waste of time.
I should hope not.
They're still here. Good. See for yourself. The legacy of the Magisters.
Blood magic.
In a society where mages rule, they find many ways to justify their need for power.
Just gonna explore the other way first. Or not.
On to the next.
Oh, we all leveled up. Fantastic. go. I hate how mages can teleport in this. It sucks. Let's do an equipment check. That's not very good. Oh. Ah.
Are you hurt? Did they touch you?
They've been killing everyone. They cut Papa, bled him.
Why? Why would they do this?
It's a demon at work. By this point, there's nothing human left inside.
The Magister. She said she needed power, that someone was coming to kill her. We tried to be good. We did everything we were told. She loved Papa's soup. I don't understand.
Is the Magister still here?
I think so. The Magister said they were to prepare for battle. I think she's very frightened.
She has every reason to be.
Please don't hurt her. She'll be so angry if you hurt her.
This has been terrible for you.
Everything was fine until today.
It wasn't. You just didn't know any better.
Are you my master now?
No.
But I can cook. I can clean. What else will I do?
This might help you start a new life.
For me? Thank you. I'll treasure it forever.
She'll probably be robbed before the day is through. Let's find Hadriana and be done with this place.
I like how the light doesn't affect the wall decor. Look at that. Some 10 out of 10 game design. Well, that didn't last long. No.
Stop! You do not want me dead!
There is only one person I want dead more.
I have information, Elf, and I will trade it in return for my life.
Ha! The location of Denarius. What good will that do me? I'd rather he lose his pet pupil.
You have a sister. She is alive.
What?
You wish to reclaim your life? Let me go, and I will tell you where she is.
This is your call.
So I have your word. I tell you, and you let me go.
Yes. You have my word.
He's gonna
Her
kill
name
her.
is Verania. She is in Carinus, serving a magister by the name of Ahriman.
A servant, not a slave.
She's not a slave.
I believe you. We are done here.
Do you want to talk about it?
No, I don't want to talk about it. This could be a trap. Denarius could have sent Hadriana here to tell me about this sister. Even if he didn't, trying to find her would still be suicide. Denarius has to know about her and has to know that Hadriana knows. But all that matters is I finally got to crush this bitch's heart. May she rot, and all the other mages with her.
And here I thought you were unreasonable.
Maybe we should leave.
No, I don't want you comforting me. You saw what was done here. There's always going to be some reason, some excuse why mages need to do this. Even if I found my sister, who knows what the Magisters have done to her? What has magic touched that it doesn't spoil?
Oof.
I need to go.
He's gone? But... Oh, great. Still, this has to be horrible for him. I'm fully on his side in killing Hadriana, honestly. She deserved everything that just happened. Oh. There was literally a way out in that room. Me and my impeccable sense of direction, which has already been mentioned about 57,000 times in this playthrough. To be fair, that's a fairly inconspicuous door. But we should probably speak to him. Guess we should pay Mum a visit, huh?
To the void with this. I can never remember what Mistress wants.
I'm never going to get this all done in time.
Look at this fancy house we got. Ooh, fancy. These my rich person clothes.
You've settled in nicely.
It's been hard work to get here.
Indeed. Still, more coin never hurts, right? Say, if someone wanted to pass some work your way...
I'm listening, Aveline. What's the trouble?
A thorn in my side, inventing trouble and scaring people. Remember Emmerich, the Templar? He wants your help, and some sort of official sanction.
Official sanction?
For his investigation. He's convinced that every random murder in the past few years is connected, and he won't be quiet.
You don't think it's worth investigating?
I have. He even convinced one of my lieutenants to raid the Dupuis mansion. Nothing there. You wouldn't believe how much ass I had to kiss after that. Bloody hobbyist constable. Why can't he spend his declining years building a boat or something?
I don't know why, but I feel like kiss my ass is a very American thing. I've never heard anyone say that here. And when you say it in a British accent, it just sounds weird.
Seems like it should be easy to prove if there are bodies.
Kirkwall isn't the safest place. That doesn't mean everything terrible is related. There's no sense to that. Can't be.
I seem to recall he had some good leads.
Then you won't mind chasing his threads. If it leads somewhere, I'll pick it up. Right now, he's just distracting my men. He's in the gallows. Do what you can. Thanks, Hawk. I'll try not to make a habit of this.
Hey bitch,
Why,
what's up?
hello again. Lovely home you have here. And may I say your mother makes for delightful company?
Another visitor. We've moved up in the world, Mother.
Evidently so.
My apologies, Sirrah. Your son and I simply have a bit of business to conclude.
I'll leave you two alone then. Be careful.
I'm always
Darling
careful.
woman. A shame that she spends so much time here alone.
She fills her days making poisons. And cake. Tell me you didn't try the cake.
Good thing I just had the tea then. Allow me to get right to the point. I know all this came from Deep Road's treasure. I know you repaid me, but I think I deserve a larger share of your fortune. Fair's fair, right?
Isn't this a conversation we should have had, say, 3 years ago?
What can I say? Things have gone poorly for me and I'm a bitter man. Give me another, 100 sovereigns and I'll go away. If you don't, I'll make things unpleasant. Simple enough, no?
What do you mean by that?
Well, let's see. I think people would like to know just what happened to Bartrand, wouldn't they? I know he betrayed you, but nobody else does. Your partner disappears, and you end up rich.
There hasn't been a single question asked about that.
Yet. Questions could be asked. About you, about your red-headed friend in the city guard, about your sudden riches. Help me out, and my friends in the Carta will make sure the evidence I have never sees the light of day.
There's no evidence. There couldn't be.
Does it have to be real? I think it just has to raise enough questions. How much do you want your new friend, the Viscount, to know about your past? Not much, I'll wager.
I don't have that kind of coin on me right now.
Ah, yes. I've heard that line before, I think. Have it your way, Hawk. We'll be seeing each other again, I'm sure.
Okay. Oh, this is the... It's annoying there's no way to make this bigger. Oh, level up.
Leather to feather, crossroads of fall. Don't even know where to start. Is that Isabella? Who carves that into a stairwell?
Oh. Mail. Greetings. I hope this letter finds you well. I've often thought of you in these past 3 years. Without your kindness, my Fenris would have been long since sold to slavers. Instead, he has thrived and begun to master his magic. But now his nightmares have caught up with him, and neither the Keeper nor the First Enchanter know how to help. I don't know where else to turn. Please come to my home in the alienage. I'll be waiting to speak with you. Thanks you again for the compassion you have shown Fenris in the past. Sincerely yours, Ariani. Hawk, I do not know if you remember me, but you helped me deal with the Carter a few years ago. Given the generally disreputable characters in Kirkwall, I had all but given up hope, and I swore I would reward you properly. Take these coins in the enclosed package. My men and I are preparing to leave Ravane before King Balin's assassins catch up with us again. If the stone favours us, we'll find Kal Sharok in safety soon. If the Harrimonts survive this dire time, your name and deeds will be recorded in the memories. With respect, Renville Harrimont. Many people in the city owe you their lives, and I am one of them. When my friends and I were cornered by Templars, you helped us escape. Over the years, most Starkhaven apostates have been captured, but thanks to the help of many people, I have remained free. You've done so much for the apostates. If you are moved to do more, contact Mistress Selby near the docks. She knows of many ways you could save more lives. Forever in your debt, Terry of Starkhaven. Sarah Hawk. Years past, I fell into wickedness and was swept up in the mad ambitions of the blood mage Taran. You spared my life at the blooming rose, and for many months I wish you had killed me. But I found the Maker's light in my deepest despair, and I now seek absolution. Taran wrote many tomes containing dark secrets she learned from the Fade. She protected them with demons forged into their very bindings. You must find and destroy these tomes, lest others follow her dark path. I wish I could help you, but the Templars never let me leave my cell. I can only send my prayers. Iduna. To Hawk. Life with the Dalish hasn't been easy. Keeper Marathari tries her best, but I don't know what else she can do for me. The younger elves won't accept me, and I often hear them whispering behind my back. The elders have more discretion, but I can see it in their eyes. They're afraid of me. I don't know why I'm telling you this. Sometimes it feels like you're the only person I can trust. Your friend, Fenris. Flag flying at half-mast? Does your... Monsieur Hawk? Words aren't enough to convey how grateful I am. Thank you for saving my daughter from that monster. When I look at my little girl, I'm reminded of what you did for my family. Leah has found a hero in you. She's become interested in swordplay and combat, and she speaks of joining the guard one day. She seems none the worse for wear. In your debt, Elrin. I can't even remember who half these people are. Sarah, I'm glad to hear that Anthanril took no vengeance on you for helping me. I surely would have died in her service. My sisters are both maids now, and I have proven myself an able shepherd and have been granted 2 ewes of my own to start a flock. I heard you've made a name for yourself in Kirkwall. My hopes for your continued success. Thank you again. Transcribed by the lady of the house for price. Because he's a peasant, you can't read. Dear Sir or Madam, I am Lord Achim Falk of Starkhaven. I have faith in the Maker and Andraste, his beloved prophet, that I must bring this matter of urgent business to you. Years ago, I served the office of seneschal to the royal family of Starkhaven. Sadly, they have been deposed, ousted by a foul usurper. I represent His Royal Highness, Prince Corbinian Vale, the true heir to the throne, and with your help, make a willing. We will see him wear the crown of Starkhaven once more. La 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 la. A strange letter from Lothering. Hawk, heard you got to the free marches. Don't know why you'd bother, but I suppose it's better than Orlais. They got spiders up there? Big ones? Yes. Couldn't swing a dead cat round here without hitting a giant spider, but the blight drove him off. Maker, dark days ahead. Mark my words, a man can't even cover his blighted land with poisonous traps. Old Barlin. A note addressed to Gamlen. Gamlen Amel. Payment is not 2 months late, Sarah. Interest accrues, as you're well aware. Oh, that's the one... Dear Cassian, I hope this letter finds you well. My time in the Circle has been bearable, even after the Templars made a point of putting me through the harrowing as soon as I arrived. They thought I was at risk of possession or running away like father. Glad it's over with. I've started mentoring apprentices. I enjoy time with the children, teaching them basic spells. One of them, Ella, has taken a shine to me. Adorable. Life's not perfect here, mind you. The Templars are mostly polite, and I know they're just doing their jobs, but some hold extreme views. There's one creep named Sir Alric who likes harassing mages, but I'll steer clear of him. I'm doing fine. Please don't worry about me. With love, Bethany.
Hey look, a partially burned page from Anders' manifesto. Dog. Well, maybe chew marks add character to the piece.
I'm not going to speak to Fenris just yet. Bedroom. Actually, I'm going to speak to him.
I've been thinking about what happened with Hadriana. I took out my anger on you, undeservedly so. I was not myself. I'm sorry.
I had no idea where you went. I was concerned.
I needed to be alone. When I was still a slave, Hadriana was a torment. She would ridicule me, deny my meals, hound my sleep. Because of her status, I was powerless to respond, and she knew it. The thought of her slipping out of my grasp now. I couldn't let her go. I wanted to, but I couldn't.
What do you mean?
This hate. I thought I'd gotten away from it, but it dogs me no matter where I go. To feel it again, to know it was they who planted it inside me. It was too much to bear. Nah, but I didn't come here to burden you further.
We're friends, Fenris.
I'm not certain I know what that is.
Did I screw up? Alright, I'm gonna end this part here now. See you guys next time.